Good evening, PEP scholars. Welcome to another live PEP class. Today being Wednesday, we're going to be doing performance task. I dive into that. I want to apologize for the late start this evening. We actually started earlier and we experienced some technical difficulties, so we had to ditch that and start over. I'm going to play for you the schedule of classes, PEP classes that we have. 5 PEP classes, well, 5 live PEPs every week and 6 live CSEC classes every week. Of course, is different from the over 350 videos, math videos that we have on the channel. So I'm talking about live classes now. I'm going to play for you the schedule so you can see when these classes are done and what we deal with in each session. So here goes. Hello, CSEC math students. I know you are busy preparing for your math test and your CSEC exams. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Very important. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure as thousands of others looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics. In CSEC math, we're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything, watch every video in this series so that you're making mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars, did you know that most times when students get wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. Know the error beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to invite my scholars who have been waiting so patiently, so diligently in the studio. They have been here from 7 o'clock. We are supposed to start at 7 and they have been here from that time, so I won't let them wait any longer. I know it's going to be past their bedtime pretty soon. All right, so let me welcome my scholars on. So welcome, John, Amari, Ikes, Madison, Antoine. Well, get right to it, and hopefully we won't have all those glitches we were experiencing earlier. So let me try again to share the screen, and fingers crossed. All right, let's go back to the first slide. Let me make sure I'm able to see now, because I wasn't seeing the screen earlier. Okay, so I'm seeing the screen now. All right, so far so good. So we're doing PEP Math performance. The title of this evening's performance task is School Photo. All right, so welcome those who are joining us from wherever in the universe you are. Welcome to those on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, all those persons in the chat. Remember, we want you to post your questions, we want you to post your answers, we want you to participate in what we're doing. And yeah, the family, you're a part of class. So don't feel left out because you're not up in, right? Some persons in the chat are asking me to share the studio link, so that no. But remember, for the student, you have to be very, very early, because only 4 persons can be on the screen. You have to be early. All right, so Alexandra, welcome. If a space frees up, then you can join us on. My doing is just how the system is set up. To question 1, since we're already worked question 1. Willowmere Primary School had their photo shoot on January 4. There were 39 students in Jennifer's class. If 2/3 of the class signed up for pics, how many students took pics and how many didn't? So we got the answer for this already. So we found 2/3 times the 39 students, and 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 39, 3, and 2 times 13, that's 26. So 26 students took pics. I have tooks. I don't know what I was writing. I guess I wanted to write took pics and I just wrote tooks. So maybe because we're having so many issues a while ago. All right. And so if 26 took pics, then we take that 26 from the 39. So 13 students did not take any pics. All right. And I think I had asked, who did I ask to read question 2? Was it Madison?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you go now, Madison, read question? All right, go ahead. Read for me.
Question 2. The students will collect their photo packages in exactly 5 weeks from the day of the photo shoot. On which day will they collect their pics? Number 2. The questions will collect their photo package. The students will collect their photo The students will collect their photo packages in exactly 5 weeks from the day of the photo shoot. On which day will they collect their pictures?
Okay. So Jer already saying February. So Somebody, what was the day again? So let's go back to that slide and remind ourselves which day. So it was January 4. Willowmere Primary had their photo shoot January 4. And they will get back their pics in exactly 5 weeks from them. So it's also saying February 11th. Anybody has any other answer? Jerry, you want to tell us how you got February 11? Is Jerry on or is not on this? Okay. Share with me, Jerry, the chat. How did you get February 11? Madison is also saying February 11. Antoine is saying February 8. Well, Antoine, I got what you got. That's why I'm asking one of the who got February 11. Tell me how. So either Madison or Antoine has changed his mind in February 8. Jerry can't speak. He's not. So Jerry's saying since it's 4 weeks is 1 month, add that to 4. He added, Madison says she added 5 days to January 4. So Jerry's changing his mind now and he's now saying February 4. Okay, and then he added 1 more week to that. Remember, you know, we can't just say, okay, 4 weeks is 8 days. In this case, you have to take into consideration the egg January has. So Antoine, you go ahead and tell me how you got February 8. That's what I got as well. Welcome, Dinsmore. Thank you for joining us. We're having some technical difficulties earlier. We had to start over. Go ahead, Antoine.
Miss, how I got my answer?
Enrique said he got February 8.
Miss, I just added 5
Go ahead,
weeks
Antoine.
to. I just added 5 weeks to January 4, Miss. I just added 5 weeks.
When you said you added 5 weeks, what exactly does that mean? In terms of days, how many days is that? How many days did you add to the January 4?
Miss, that's
What were you looking at a calendar, Antoine? Were you looking at a calendar and just marked off exact weeks from that day? Is that what you did?
No, Miss. It's 35.
John, you said you want.
No, Miss. Miss, I was saying the answer, Miss. I was saying that it was 35.
Okay, so 5 weeks is 35 days because 7 days are in 1 week. So January 4, so January has 31 days, right?
Yes, Miss.
So from January 4 to January 31, 4 from 31. So we have 27 days, end of January. How many days would be left in February? So take 27 from 35 and you get 8. So 27 days down January from January 4. And then you'll have 8 days left, 35 days, because 35 days is 5 weeks. All right, Amari, I'd like you to read the next question.
Okay, miss.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yes,
I'm
can.
hearing you.
Number 3. Andrea plans to give one photo each to her 3 close friends, her form teacher, 2 of her neighbors, and keep the rest to share between herself and family. If she will get 16 pics in the package, how many will be left for her and family? Number 3. Andrea plans to give one photo each to her 3 close friends, her form teacher, 2 of her neighbors, and keep the rest to share between herself and family. If she will get 16 pics in the package, how many will be left for her and family? Miss 13. How do you get 10? How much is Miss? I
Who's
got 13.
saying 30?
Yes, Miss, I got 13.
John got 13. Madison got 10. Roderick 10. Oh, you got 13, John.
I got 10, miss.
Miss, I got 13, Miss 10.
You got 10.
And you
John,
plan.
tell me who you got.
Okay, Miss Howard, Miss Howard got 13, Miss. Well, Miss, since Andrea plans to give one photo each to her closest friends, Miss, which is their foreign teacher and 2 of her neighbors, Miss, they took that from the 13. And then it says, keep the rest to share between herself and family, Miss.
What does that give 13, John?
Miss,
13.
Miss, Miss.
One, she's giving one each. She has 3 close friends. Form teacher. How is that 13?
It's because it says it's even there. I got 10.
I'm not getting
Miss,
13.
Miss says it.
Yes.
Miss, what?
Alexandra got 6. Antoine got 10. Rodriguez and Madison got 10. I got 10. It's 3 friends, 3 close friends. Her form teacher, that's 4. 2 of her neighbors, 6. 6 is going to give away, and she has 6 picks. So away 6 is going to give 10. All right, please read the next slide twice, please. John.
Okay, Miss. Number 4. The students were given 3 options to choose from for their photo packages. PP means passport. Package A, PP size, 2 small, 1 medium, 1 large, $2,600. Package B, 12 PP size, 1 medium, 1 large, $3,500. Package C, 16 PP size, 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large, $4,500. Package D, 2 medium, 2 large, 1,600. Most students give the PP size pics to their friends and keep the other ones for family.
Read it again, please.
Okay, number 4. The students were given 3 options to choose from their photo packages. PP means passport. Package A, PP size, 2 small, 1 medium, 1 large, $2,600. Package B, 12 PP size, 1 medium, 1 large, $3,500. Package C, 16 PP size, 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large, $4,500. Package D, 2 medium, 2 large, $1,600. Most students give the PP size pics to their friends and keep the other ones for family.
I'm going to ask you to read the next slide. Go ahead.
Miss, should I read?
Rodriguez, can you read it?
Okay,
Rodriguez,
Miss.
read the slide. That's
Patrick wants to give each of his 10 teammates on the football team a pick, as well as each of his 4 close friends. Which is the best package for him to take?
please.
Yes, Miss, I know, Miss. Patrick wants to give each of his 10
Okay.
teammates on the football team a pick, as well as each of his 4 close friends. Which is the best package for him to take?
I'm going to go back to the package because he's on the football team. So there are 10 teammates. He makes 11. So there are 10 teammates, and then he also wants to give his 4 close friends. So which of these packages? There are 4 packages to choose from. Which one do you think is the most economical for Patrick to choose? Economical means what? What does that word mean? Does anybody know?
Miss?
You can grab your dictionary quickly and read for me.
Miss, economical means giving good value or return in relation to the money, time, or effort expended.
Please read again.
Economical means giving good value or return in relation to the money, time, or effort expended.
Thank you. So which would give him the best deal based on what he wants? Look
Miss,
at the and tell me your answers. You're saying what, Antoine?
Miss, I would say package C.
Package C. Okay. Madison says package A. Why do you say C, Antoine?
Miss, because package C, Miss, for that one, you can, the amount of passports coming in it will be 16, and 16 is greater than 14, which, yes, Miss, 16 is greater than 14. So that's why, Miss.
Okay, makes you say package A. Okay, Antoine. What makes you say package A, Antoine? Madison?
I don't know if I heard correctly, but aren't we talking about what the girl wanted to do with the pictures?
Patrick. So Patrick wants to give each of his 10 teammates on the football team a pick, as well as each of his 4 close friends. 10 teammates, 4 close friends. Which one is the better deal for him based on what he used to do?
Miss, I'd say C then.
Okay, all right, so you're changing. And Rodriguez is also saying C. All right, I would agree. Since so 10 plus 4, so he needs 14 passport size pics. And the package that has 14 or more would be package C. There are 16 passport size pics. And it says the students give passport size pics to their friends and they keep the other ones for family. All right, so C is the one. Okay. Question 5. Antoine, please read question 5.
Okay, miss. Rohan doesn't have many close friends. He wants to give his two best friends two passport pics each. Which is the most economical package for Rohan to choose? Question 5. Rohan doesn't have many close friends. He wants to give his two best friends two passport pics each. Which is the most economical package for Rohan to choose?
So Rohan just wants two. So which package? Which package is the better package for Rohan?
Miss, I say package D.
Any other answer? Does anyone agree, disagree? Anne is saying package D
Yes,
is
I
the most
disagree.
economical for Rohan.
I
What do you
disagree.
say, Madam?
I say A
What
because
package
he
do you?
wanted to give his package A because he wanted to give his friends passport size pictures, not medium or large.
All right, so you're saying package D doesn't have any passport pics,
Yes,
which
miss.
is what they then normally give to their friends. You see that,
Yes,
Antoine?
yes, miss.
And since he only has two friends, he doesn't need a whole lot of passport pics. So he can go to an A and he'd actually be spending. So even though option D has a cheaper price, all right, so Rodriguez is saying agreeing with A. Option D is cheaper, but it doesn't have what he wants. It doesn't have any passport pics. And he needs two to give to his close friends. All right. Are you there? All right, so we're at question 6. Is John there? Come in, John.
Yes, miss, I'm here.
Please read question 6
Okay.
twice.
Number 6. A sharp plunge to frame is large pick. The size of the pick is 22 centimeters by 36 centimeters. You want the frame to have a border that is 4 centimeters wide on all sides. What is the A? What is the area of the pick? B. What is the area of the border of the frame? Number 6. A sharp plunge to frame is large pick. The size of the pick is 22 centimeters by 36 centimeters. He wants the frame to have a border that is 4 centimeters wide on all sides. A. What is the area of the pick? B. What is the area of the border of the frame?
All right, so we approach this. So they want the area of the pick and the area of the border of the frame. I would advise you to make a sketch in your book. Draw the frame with the pick in the middle of it, and in your dimensions. So that you'll get clear idea of what it is that you're doing. So Madison 782 centimeters squared, or 792 centimeters squared for the area of the peak. Alexandra says 792 centimeters. Remember, Alexandra, they're asking for the area. It has to be in centimeters square. And how did you get that, Madison?
This I multiplied 22 by 36.
So she multiplied the width of the peak by the length of the peak. That's in the area. It's rectangular. Area of a rectangle is times width. So 192 centimeters square. That is the area of the peak. So now to find. All right, so Alexandra, you just need to put on your square unit, your centimeter square, because it's area. So work out now the area of the border. And remember, I'm saying it's best if you sketch. So I'm gonna sketch my border over here. Going to have the peak. So the peak is in the middle there, and then the border of the peak would be, why isn't this, I don't know why these things give me so much trouble. So the border of the frame would run, pretend that it's straight, pretend that it's the same distance. So it would run around the peak. That's the border. I'm trying to make it, it's not operating with me. But use your imagination, it is straight. So that's the border. They want to know the area of the border. This space here, the area of that border. That's what we're working on now. All right, so what are your ideas? How do we work out the area of the border of the frame? All right, so let's see. The frame head. We want the area of the border of the frame. Alexandra is saying multiply the area by 4. Multiply the area of the picture by 4. Was anything stated that would indicate that the area of the frame is 4 times the area of the pic? Madison says add 4 to the width of the picture. And Madison says she got 936 centimeters squared. Adding 4 to the, so what would be the width of the frame, Madison? .28 centimeters. So the peak was what? 22. The peak was 22 centimeters wide. But remember, another frame 26. But the frame goes all around, and it's 4 centimeters along all sides. The outer border of the frame is 4 centimeters across. So is it just as we're adding to the width? Look at it carefully. Are we just adding, is the width of the frame just 4 centimeters as well? Okay, 2 because it goes up on the length and the width. But there's one little point that's missing here. So Madison is saying if she multiplies, she gets 140. Multiply what? There's one little part you're okay. Border is 4 centimeters across on all sides. Border of the frame. So that little black area that you see is 4 centimeters across. So from here to here is 4. So from there to there is 4. From there to 4. From there to there is 4. From there to 4. So that means, so each of those is 4 centimeters. That means for the width, we're really plus 4 to the width. If the width of the pick, if the width of the original pick, they said that that was what, 22 centimeters. So this is 22 centimeters. That means the width of frame would be 22 4 plus 4. So that's 30. That's the width of the frame there, 30 centimeters, not 26. We have to add 4 on all sides of the width of the frame. This is part of the width of the frame. The 22 plus 4 on that side, 4 on that side. Likewise for the length was 36. So we're adding 4 centimeters and 4 centimeters. So the full length of the frame then is 36 plus 4, which is what? Frame, just the border. How do we find the area of the border of the frame? How would we find the area of the border of the frame? Any ideas? So this is a question regarding area. It would be like you're saying, what is the area of the shaded region? Person is saying 1,300 square, and that is correct. That's the area of the frame. That's the area of the frame. How do we find the area of just the border? Isn't that what they're asking for? The area of the border of frame. Just this part. Just this part along the edge out here. What's the area of that? So the idea is we would find the area of the whole of the frame, which we just did. Madison says she got 1,320 centimeters square. So that's the 44 centimeters times the 30 centimeters. And we're going to take away the area of the pick, which is 36 centimeters times 22 centimeters. If we subtract the area of the pick from the area of the full frame, then we will get the shaded area here in black of the border. So work that out for me. So it's 44 times 30. 44 times 30. And Madison worked that out. And she got 1,380 centimeters. That's the area of the frame, the whole frame behind the pick. The area of the pick would be 22 times 36 is 792. So to find the area of just the border, we need to subtract the area of the pick from the area of the frame. So that's 1,380, 792. And that would give us 528 centimeters squared. And that is our final answer there. So we have 3 questions. Rodriguez, can you read questions, please?
Yes, miss. Osar received PEP pics from 27 of his classmates and 7 members of staff. He plans to place them in a small photo album. Each page of the photo album can hold 4 PEP pics. How many pages of the photo album will be used? Number 7. Also received PEP pics from 27 of his classmates and 7 members of staff. He plans to place them in a small photo album. Each page of the photo album can hold 4 PEP pics. How many pages of the photo album will be used?
All right, so Asar is going to put the pics in a photo album. He's mental and he wants to keep the pics safe and clean. So he's putting them in a photo album where they will be protected. So each page of the album can hold
4 PEP pics.
What did it say? Each page can hold 4 passport pics, passport size pics. All right, and he is very popular, so lots of persons gave him their pics. So he got 27 from his classmates, and 7 staff members also gave. So he is a very popular guy. 7 staff members also gave him pics. Okay, so how many pages of the album will be used up?
Means it would be 8, but there would be some left over.
Okay, so how did you work
so it
that?
would be 9.
So Madison is saying.
Miss, how I got my
Madison is saying. So Rodriguez, you're saying how many pages? 8 or 9?
9, miss, because there's some left over, so we're gonna need another page to hold the remainder.
How many left over?
2, miss.
2. All right, and Alexandra is also saying, so she added the 27 plus 7, she got 34. What's in Alexandra? Antoine?
Miss,
All right, so Alexandra is saying she divided the 34 by 4 and got Okay, so that's what Rodriguez did, and Alexandra did the same. Madison did the same thing. John and Amari are saying 8 pages, remainder 2. So we have to count that extra page that we're putting the 2 pictures on, even though it's not full 4 pictures to full up the page, but we're still using that page. All right, Antoine, I'm going to ask you to read question 8.
Okay, miss. Row Rowenzori realized that the medium peak had 4 times the area of the passport peak. If the dimensions of the passport peak were 25 millimeters by 25 centimeters, and the length
Sorry,
of the
this
medium
should be, hold on, Antoine. I should change the meters. All right, read it over, please.
Okay, miss. Rowenzori realized that the medium peak had 4 times the area of the passport peak. If the dimensions of the passport peak were 25 millimeters by 25 millimeters, and the length of the medium peak was 49 millimeters, what was the length of the medium peak? Rowenzori realized that the medium peak had 4 times the area of the passport peak. If the dimensions of the passport peak were 25 millimeters by 25 millimeters, and the length of the medium peak was 40 millimeters, what was the length of the medium peak?
All right, so I need to make some changes here. This will be the width of the medium peak was 40 millimeters. All right, so it's good to go now. All right, so we're good to go. So how do we approach this question? So Rowenzori realized that the medium peak had 4 times the area of the passport peak. So if the dimensions of the passport peak were 25 millimeters by 25 millimeters, and the width of the medium peak was 40 millimeters, what was the length of the medium peak? Let me hear some ideas. Any ideas, scholars? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Hear your ideas, come on.
Miss, I do not know as yet.
The passport pick, the
I'm
width.
thinking.
Yes, Alexander, the passport pick, the width is the same as the length, so it's a square. Okay.
I realized that too.
So let's sketch something. Let's sketch something. When we're doing maths, sketch, put in what we know. All right, so let's sketch. So they're saying the passport pick. The passport is 25 by 25. So this is the passport pick. It's a square. 25 millimeters all along. Come on now. Okay. So We're just going to put the strokes here to show that all sides are 25 millimeter. The medium pick is not necessarily a square, but it's rectangular.
The
width is all right. The width is 40 millimeters, and we know the area. The area of this pick is 4 times the area of that pick. So can we find the area of the passport pick? Can we do that? Because we are told the area of the medium pick is 4 times the area of the passport pick. So if we can find the area of the passport pick, then we can probably use that to solve for the length of this. We need the length, so let's call that x. This is what we need, the length of the medium pick. What is the area of pick? What's the area of the passport pick? It's a square, 25 millimeter by 25 millimeter. How do we find the area of a square?
(25 times 25)
Area of a square. So work that out, 25 millimeters times 25 millimeters. Work that out. Okay. So Alexandra is saying multiply 25 by 25. So do that then and tell me what you get.
625, miss. Miss, I got 625.
625. Okay. 25 millimeters squared. So that's the area of the passport pick. All right.
Yes, miss, that's what I got too.
That the area of the medium pick, the area of the medium pick is 4 times the area of the passport pick. So what's the area of the medium?
Miss, 2,500.
Hmm?
Miss, 2,500.
Tell me the units. Don't leave off your unit.
Miss, 2,500 millimeters.
What's the unit?
8 millimeters.
2,500 millimeters square. How did you get that, John?
Miss, I multiplied the
Tell me how
area.
you got that.
Miss, if I multiplied the area from the
Passport pick.
Miss, and if I multiplied the area by 4, Miss, 225 times 4, Miss. That's how I got.
Okay, so 25 times 25, 625 millimeters square. That's the area of the passport pick. And since they told us that the area of the medium-sized pick is 4 times the area of the passport pick, so we multiply the 625 millimeters square by 4 and 2,500 millimeters square. So if the area medium pick is 2,500 millimeters square, and we know that the width is 40, how do we find the length? If we know the area of a rectangle and we also know the width, how do we find the length?
Miss, divide the width by the area.
Are we dividing the width by the area?
Dividing the area by the width.
Divide the area by the width. Okay, so since length times width give area, then area divided by width will give length. And likewise, area divided by length would have given the width. So work out the length then. 2,500.
62.5.
62.5. So is it 2,500 divided by the 40. 0 cancels 0. 4 into 25 goes 6 times. Remainder 1. And 4 into 10 goes 2 times, remainder
2.
So we have a remainder 2, and 4 into 10 goes 5. 62.5 millimeters square. And that is the area of
the medium pick.
The area.
The length, miss.
Correct. The area of the medium pick. Sorry, not the area, the length. Thank you for that correction. All right, so here we have our last question. Madison, please read question 8.
It's 80. Okay.
Number 8. If 80% of the school population ordered pictures, what fraction of the population did not? Number 8. If 80% of the school population ordered pictures, what fraction of the population did not?
How do we approach that? 80% ordered pictures. What fraction of the population did not order pictures? All right, so Madison is saying 1/5. Any other answer? Any other answer? Oh, you got 1/5, Madison.
Basically, I got 20% because 80 plus 20 is 100. I put 20 over 100 and then I canceled it down.
All right, one way to do it. So Madison is saying she knows that 80% is 80 out of 100. 80% is 80. So if 80 out of the 100 ordered picks, that means 20 out of the 100 did not. So because 100 minus 80 gives 20. So 20%, 20 over 100. So as a fraction, so 2 into 1 into 10. All right. Or we could have just expressed the 80% as a fraction. 80 over 100.
100.
And reduce that. So reduce
No.
that. 8, 4, 2 into 10, 5. So 80 over 100 is 4/5. So if 4 out of 5 did it, that means 1 out of 5 did not. So either way, we get 1/5. As a fraction of the school population did not order picks.
Well,
That comment our performance task. I want to really thank you, scholars, for sticking to it, for staying around, even with all those glitches that we're having earlier on. We were like 15 minutes into the stream and we had to stop and start all over again. But you know what? This is what mathematics is all about. One of the main things about being a mathematician is being trial and error and being willing to start all over again from scratch. Sometimes you're trying to work something and you reach so far in it and then you realize, say, hey, this is not the way. You have to be willing to go back to the drawing board, back to ground zero and start all over again. So I'm really proud of you guys for sticking to it, hanging on in there and staying with me. So we have completed our class. Tomorrow, we have another class, and I'm going to be playing for you right now the schedule of our live PEP classes. We have 5 weekly PEP classes that's live, and we have over 350 math videos channel. You go and camp out and watch those videos until you are busy from watching them. There are so many videos there just for you with all the topics that you need. All right, scholars, thank you again. Those in the chat, thank you for posting your comments, your questions, and your answers. So I will see you tomorrow. I know it's past your bedtime. It's way past your bedtime.
Bye, miss.
So I know I've kept you past your bedtime tonight. I'm so sorry about it.
No, miss, not for me.
You're great. Yes, you're wonderful. Past your bedtime, Antoine? When is your bedtime?
9 o'clock, miss.
Oh, so
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have, okay. So you have a couple minutes to go drink some water. You have a couple minutes to go drink some water and brush teeth and all of that nice stuff. And then you're going
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
bed. Mhm.
Goodbye, miss.
All right, goodbye. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, miss.
Hello, CSEC math students. I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now, another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of others have. In this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello, scholars. Did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making